All right, live to YouTube. And let's go, everything's live. Okay, that's going. Let me also go turn on the GPS tracker. We're about to see it fly off into the world. Okay. There we go. Go join up. Board. Yeah. We like you. And then, hey Jarvis, is my microphone working? I like using that as my test because if everything's working, then all my, like, he'll talk to me, he'll confirm it. It means like the microphone isn't sending corrupt data because he can understand me. It means he can talk to me if he needs to because I can hear his response. Overall, that's a good strat. I never remember the way I'm supposed to go here. Hang on. I only know that. It's funny, like, the left entrance, I always take it on the way up because it's the better way to go, but I can never remember exactly where it is when you're coming down. The heck? There we go. Somewhere over here. Compromise. Somewhere over here. How's it going, Adam? I can never remember where the entrance is here. Let me go try to figure this out. Is it right here? Oop. Nope. I think this is where you rock climb up. Yeah, this is not it. I mean, I can just go down through here and see if it works. We're trailblazing, chat. This doesn't look too bad. Oop, hello, rocks. What's the safer way down this? Yeah, Chad, this definitely isn't the correct way. This is what I'm talking about. I always go down the nice big open way, so I never know how to come down on this side. Where do I want to go? That's a stupid way down, chat, in case you're wondering. Here, let me show you. What the heck? What do you mean it's not showing any audio or video? So gifted, sugar. I think that's just you, boss. I think it might just be your audio. Let's go see. Hey, TikTok, if somebody could just respond to this, that'd be great. YouTube's saying it's bugged. What? No. What do you mean, no? No, they're saying no as well. Neither audio nor video. That's very odd. I'm just gonna reboot it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go reset the TikTok studio. Don't know what that's all about. Well then, I also have the problem where, what's it called? This ledge is a little sketch. Let me try to find a safe way down this little ledge. Hang on, chat. Just for scale, I know the GoPro makes everything look small, but like we're actually having to do like little rock climbing moves. Because this is about a 6.5 foot ledge. Come on. Hang on. Jesus Christ, and there's no footholds anywhere. Can I use this as a knee bar? There we go. Woo! And then we go. All right, there we go. Okay, maybe it was only like 5 feet, but still. You know what, chat? Let's over exaggerate. Let's say it's between 6 and 7 feet. Now I gotta find the trail. Okay. Yeah, why don't you guys go check on my TikTok real quick and just make sure it's working now. go. It looks like it's working for me. It's okay now. All right. Thanks for telling me that it wasn't working. I would have been totally oblivious to that. I wonder if that's what happens if you start the recorder before you start streaming. You guys are right. I should have brought the Canon. Oh, check them out. I was going to say free game bird that's in season, and I remembered you're not allowed to hunt here. It's one of the few BLM plots of land that you're not allowed to hunt in. It's just because there's way too many people like kayaking. Yeah, guys, seriously, thank you everybody who told me it was just not loading. You guys unironically saved the stream, because I would have just been happily fishing for like an hour and just think, oh, my chat's dead today because I didn't upload a video. I'm also not going to be live here for too long because this is a high snag area and the fish are small here, so it's not exactly a good meta. But I figured I'd do something different. I didn't want to go back to the bullhead spot and just farm $1 fish. I unironically probably could hit the river from here, chat. Like, no gas. It just wouldn't be worth it because I'd 100% snag something or break my line and then be down $3. Because chat, we're finally using rooster tails again instead of bait. So anytime I snag, I'm down most of the bank. That's a depressing thought. I am one snag away from losing 2/3 of my balance. But I did the math, and if I can scrounge together just $5.50 more, I can go to the grocery store, buy eggs and chicken, and not quite cheese, but at least eggs and chicken and maybe a couple of tortillas too, and start making like some actual real food. Okay, here we are. And then this is one of those rivers where you move around a lot. So my kind of rule of thumb is no more than 5 casts in one spot at this point. Because the fish here, if they're active, they're active. And if they're not active or they're distracted by bugs, they're not active and they're distracted by bugs. And so you just keep it moving around. That was a scuffed cast. Embarrassingly bad cast, honestly. But luckily we didn't lose the lure. I haven't rooster tailed in like a week. So I'm The first few minutes I might be kind of dog at casting, but I'll get it back. Cast number 3, or is this 4? Can't remember. We'll just call it 3. And then chat, I'm gonna need you to tell me if you want me to move upriver or downriver. Oh, there we go. That's a rainbow. I should not have popped them out of the water. I'm sorry, buddy. Hey, buddy. I'm sorry. Buddy, stop it. Oh, buddy, he's gonna have a hard time. Come on. There we go. Buddy, stop. Stop struggling. We'll call him 30 cents. Hey, Jarvis, can you add 30 cents, please? I thought I was a brook initially. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't just detach him in the water. That was on me, chat. I'm sorry. I put that guy under more stress than he needed to be under. I always feel bad when I hurt the natives. But I mean, it's a small fish. At the end of the day, there's only so much you can do. Also, guys, I think someone tried to copyright claim one of my videos. Because I got a notice that my video was disqualified for being heavily composed of other people's materials. And I'm like, no, it's not. What the fuck? My videos are like turbo original. My balance is only the fish. If you donate to me on TikTok, I'm just going to call you cringe. Also, chat, remember, this is where I lost my phone on day 1. And we spent like 20 minutes trying to find it. Yeah. Yeah, if I was including like revenue from videos, this challenge would be so easy. Like I get like $1 worth of fish and like $40 worth of TikTok revenue. We're about halfway done. I really want to go a full 30 days. I feel like 30 days is a good, if I can do it for 30 days, I prove I can do it indefinitely without making the content get stale. And then I'll just do a different series once the 30 days is over. And I'm thinking we revisit this like in September. You're home. Also, my parents are going to be in town next month. So actually, that would be a super funny series where it's like teaching Dad how to fish or something. Oh. Because despite growing up in Hawaii, my dad doesn't actually know. I'm sure he knows how to fish, he just doesn't fish. Okay. We're gonna have to unsnag this chat. Oh shit. Yeah, that's how I lost my phone, by the way, because I was reading chat last time when that happened. Come on. Oh my gosh, come on, Mr. Tree. I might have to put the backpack down and actually go after this one. Here you go, chat. There's my streaming pack. I love this thing. I love how portable it is. Uh-oh, don't fall. Thank you. Good antenna. Okay. All right, now if I get wet, it's... Oh, Jesus Christ. This rock is slippery. So the extra income is just for food. So my goal is to try to spend all of my expenses except for like rent and utilities and shit. I'm trying to pay for with the fish money. Thank you. So I like all bait, all lures, all food. I am allowing myself to have certain things though. Like my work has free coffee, so I started drinking the free coffee just because, you know, I don't want to go tell my boss, hey, sorry, I'm fucking up all the code. I'm stupid tired. And the amount of coffee I've drank, like coffee's so cheap. It would barely put a dent in how much I spend over the course of the month. And like if I wasn't working a full-time job, we'd be grinding out way more fish and doing way better for ourselves. But like those videos of me eating like literal chicken bouillon and water for lunch, those are real. That was my dinner today. Because your body can actually go a long time without calories, but it doesn't last very long without salt and without water. So like the most important thing to do if you ever try one of these challenges is just make sure you're hydrating and make sure you're getting those like base nutrients in. What do you do for work? Should cast a little past the second boulder on the bank. Which one? I swear you... Hang on. Are you just trying to get me to snag in the trees on the other side? Hold up, I might be onto you. I'm either not understanding which rock you're talking about, or I understand exactly where you want me to cast, and you want me to cast there because I'm going to lose the lure if I slightly overcast. A 30-cent fish, a chance at a 30-cent fish is never worth the chance of losing a $3 lure, chat. No. Rainbows actually, here, I'll show you where a rainbow's like. You guys see that rock right there? Where there's the fast moving water and then that super calm patch of water? There's probably trout there. And for work, I have a really weird job. I recruit and train social workers, and I do all the software development and IT for the company. So like I spent 9 hours today just building a knack library from scratch. And by from scratch, I obviously mean with like AI tools to help me. But I made like, I probably put in like 1,500 lines of code today. And it's really nice when I can just get in the zone and then just grind out like a big library. Because one of the things about programming is once you get in the zone, it's really easy to keep going. Because like you get into that flow state where your brain is like thinking about the classes you just created and how to efficiently tie them all together. And then if you come back to it, you know, a month or two later, especially if you used AI, it's really rough to try to think through like, what was I doing here? What was I cooking up? Is this slop or is this genius? Is this my code that's like some super cracked optimization, or did ChatGPT shit the bed here? But you know, when you're writing it all in one sitting, it's so much better. And then come springtime when we have our hiring boom, oh shit, that's a really bad place to get a snag. How am I going to unsnag this? You are not allowed to use drones for bait. Fun fact, you're not even allowed to use motorized bait boats. And the funny part is the rule specifically says motorized bait boats. So there is nothing illegal about using your friend in a kayak. Your friend in a kayak, probably because they find it funny. That's something I noticed about Oregon. It's like if something's funny, they probably let it slide. Like whoever was creating the regs clearly has a sense of humor. Okay. So we're on an underwater rock in there, and that's why we're having trouble. Satellite. Stop trying to fall over. Stop trying to fall over. Thank you. But it is also kind of weird to go from like that flow state. I had 3 phone interviews today to like going into salesperson mode. Here we go. And then talking about the company and why we're the best and why you want to work for us. And then you go like, oh crap, what line was I on? What was I working on in here? And the worst is, dude, when you accidentally close the IDE, did an interview. I did that today. I was so upset because when you close your IDE, you lose like where you are like physically scrolled. Like the place you had scrolled to is missing, even though all your code is saved. What the hell? What? What was that? Why am I? Something's, hang on, something's wrong with my poll. I see it. There we go. But like, it's like, oh, I just talked to 2 people in a row. What was I working on 1 hour ago? And then you get back in the zone. I got to work early so I could like get off work early and go streaming, and then I ended up working till 5:30. It was kind of fun. I've been cooking though. I've been absolutely cooking on this Knack database. By the way, I would never, ever recommend anybody use Knack as your database unless you have like no other options. We started using it like 10 years ago because it was the only HIPAA compliant database back when like HIPAA was first, you know, being a thing in the IT world. I'm sure HIPAA was a thing before, but it wasn't like super strict yet, as far as I know. I wasn't working at the company then. But man, it's ass. It's genuine ass, man. Hang on, I see what's wrong with my rooster tail. Look, this is bent. We're gonna have to bend this back before we can catch fish with it. So the way you bend these back is just go like this. You turn it, then you pull like that. And look, our bent rooster tail, well, it's not 100% straight. Then again, neither am I. I just realized I demonstrated how to fix a rooster tail while you guys couldn't see it. That's scuffed. Your own. Yeah, we got one fish right at the beginning. I think I'm gonna go down to the calmer water. We'll do one more cast here just for fun. Now that we have a rooster tail that actually spins. I had a fish chase, but he didn't take. That's lame. Fish. Okay, yeah, let's go back downriver. Your own. Hang on. Here, let's see if the lag fixes itself. Yeah. Apparently pointing my satellite at a bush was a bad idea. There we go. Okay, are we in? No input output. We got the channel guessed correctly. Let's go. I have no idea what that was all about, chat. I must have unplugged something. Yeah, there we go. We're back. Here, let me go strap this down. I'm pretty sure I know what happened. Because when I opened my backpack, the main battery was like knocked over. It must have unplugged the antenna when it got knocked over. So let's go. Come on. Yeah, this black battery in the middle, if you guys see the one I'm like strapping down, that's the battery for like the thing that orchestrates everything. So it's a really important battery. Okay. There we go. It's really bad if it ever gets unplugged. Let's put this back up. Oh, this needs to be tightened. Okay, is this tight? It must be tighter. This can always be tighter. That's what she said. Yeah. Slide this in. We could also be having some kind of software problem that I don't know about, chat. Just so you guys are aware, it's not 100% sure that this fixes it. It's river specific generally. So, generally speaking, very large rivers like the Willamette, what's it called? The Willamette's an example. The Columbia, obviously, is an example. Those tend to allow bait. And a couple of other rivers allow them. Like, for example, if the river has a really bad problem with invasive fish, for example, the one east of Klamath Falls that flows into the Klamath River, that has a real bad brook trout problem. They'll typically allow you to use bait so that you can just like obliterate the invasives. And then everywhere else is lures only. Yeah, Snake River is an example. Snake River is an example of a river that's so big it's practically a lake. And then the Oahe is an example of a river that's small, but just has an absolute invasive species problem that totally has destroyed all the native wildlife. So you can use bait in it to go obliterate the invasives. Oahe's a fun fish though. Really scary. There's tons of rattlesnakes. You're completely alone, no cell service. You'll see maybe one other group of people your entire trip. And it's also like, you know, a few 100 miles of rivers in there, at least major ones. So even if like all of my followers said, you know what, I'm going to go to the Oahe once in my life, like all 300,000 of them, most people probably wouldn't see each other. Unless you guys like all went to the entrance at, what's it called? In Rome, Oregon. But like outside of that, you could just, it's too big. It's too big to like bump into other people and way too remote. Also amazing hunting spot, by the way. And again, just don't go to Rome. Don't go down the dirt, the farmers, dirt road right outside of Rome and park at the first overlook. That spot's hunted. But even then, I still see like a ton of hunters. I found that casting downstream in this river works a lot better. Gives the fish more time. You can sometimes get them by casting upstream, but at least in my experience, the lure moves too fast for the little fish when you cast upstream. Oh, there we go. Almost overshot that because I wasn't paying attention. I also try to keep the lure like right alongside the fast moving water. Like if you guys see where all the eddies are, tends to be my go-to spot. You're all. You mean I cast from upstream? I don't know, I'm just confused, honestly. TikTok, YouTube chat is telling me to cast upstream and I'm very confused by them. This place would be a great place to take an inner tube, by the way. You know, yeah, we're gonna go to Canada in August to go salmon fishing. That's gonna be my first time like taking a trip just to fish. An out-of-state trip. I mean, I've obviously gone like to the coast and shit just to fish. It's also gonna be my first time fishing internationally. I'm gonna do a high-risk cast and try to place it near that, what's it called? That tree over there. It's either gonna go really well or really not well. But I do know that I can go, ah, shit, I missed. I do know from experience I can unsnag something in that tree specifically. Yeah, that was a rock, but I thought it was a bite. That's lame. Okay, let's go. One more cast over here. Oh, dude, there's a brown trout right there. A little booger. Well, I told you there'd be fish right there. Let's go along these rocks over here. And then, ah, shit. I was gonna say this is our last cast in this area, but looks like the snags are gonna make it so. Come on, give me my thing back. There we go. Yeah. And then let's go more downstream. Let's keep this show on the road. Washington's kind of cringe for fishing, just a warning. Washington, the rules are written by hippies. So they're not conducive to a good fishing experience. Washington fishing could be so much better if the fishing rules were written by fishermen. Oregon, though. Oregon has the most goated Fish and Wildlife Department, and I will die on this hill. No, actually, I take it back. Hawaii has the most goated Fish and Wildlife Department. Like, there's a really, really rare fish called an alua, and it's like everybody's dream to catch an alua, right? Like, you catch an alua, it's like, holy fuck. You know? Oh, bro. The bag limit's 25 per day. Because they're just like, hey, you ain't gonna catch 25, fucker. Hey, you get 25, you earn 25. That'd be like if the daily bag limit sturgeons was 25. Like, these fuckers not gonna catch them. And also, by definition, an alua is at least 10 pounds. Otherwise, it's just a trevally. So, by definition, a bag limit is at least 250 pounds of whole fish. So probably at least 150 pounds of meat per person per day. Like, hey, these fuckers aren't gonna get them. I'm just running a little silver rooster tail right now. Just a little cheapo lure. This place is kind of common snags, so I really don't want to be running anything expensive here. I really should have put on my bug net. I keep forgetting this spot has like crazy amounts of ticks. I didn't post this, but last time I came here to fish on the stream, I didn't get bit by a tick, but I found a tick on me when I was showering. It scared the crap out of me. I have a kind of heavy weight on because I wanted to cast in fast water, so I have to reel about this speed, otherwise I'm going to lose it. The weight also kind of works as a dodger, so it serves two benefits. Like, if you can pull it back and forth, it like makes the fish move a little more chaotically. Let's keep moving. I mean, it looks like there's a lure right here, chat. You guys want to see what's under it? Nothing on this end. Nothing. Ah, damn it! It's just someone's line. Oh well, we'll still keep it. We'll be a good Samaritan. Take it with us. Picks and all. Ooh, I see a fish. Who's Frank? Is he the YouTube guy who's talking to me and telling me to change my ways? Telling me to read the good book? And I said, Lord Jesus, help me. Jesus, listen. Oh, he always listens. You know. I want to go in there, but I also know that is Turbo Tick City. But you know what? You know what, chat? We're gonna risk it for the biscuit here. Welcome to Tickville, population me. Oh. Okay. Ooh, bullseye. Oh no, not bullseye. Oh, never mind, bullseye. I cast within like 5 millimeters of the rock or something crazy. Well, that's not going to catch any fish. Yeah, I mean, like, ticks are like everything. It's just a risk. You just got to know the risk and try to minimize it when possible. But yeah, I'm moving and I could fall. This could, or this could be the greatest video ever. You're not going to know until you actually get out there and go live your life. Challenge is going pretty good. I'm back down to eating like 1 meal a day. But that's more due to laziness and not wanting to eat any more curry than anything else. Like, I have enough ingredients to make another round of curry, but after eating curry for like a week straight, I really can't be asked. So it's just been like chicken, potatoes, and gravy recently. Which, you know, chicken, potatoes, and gravy is good, except for when you have to eat it for 6 meals in a row. It becomes a little less good. But, you know, I fast. I'm one of those guys who fasts a lot. So this is, like, that part of the challenge isn't hard. 1 meal a day is inconvenient, but I honestly feel relatively good. I'm just gonna lose a little bit of weight, and that's probably for the best as well. Like, this is way healthier than doing like a, one of those 24 beers, 24 dogs, 24 fish challenges, where it's like, I got to catch 24 fish, eat 24 hot dogs, and drink 24 beers in 24 hours. Like those kind of things that are popular on Kick. By the way, we had one fish at the very beginning and I didn't get nothing. I'm just going to do one last cast, chat. No, I'm going to keep moving. I'm being my own biggest hater right now. I'm like, we're not going to catch anything. We're not going to catch anything with that attitude. But I am taking ideas for the next challenge and the next series, because this series is only going to last another 16 days. Hey Jarvis, how dangerous are the fleas in Oregon? Oh shit, I said fleas, not ticks. Hang on, I'm gonna have to ask him again in a second.
Did you mean ticks or fleas?
It's just not gonna answer me. Is he being degenerate? Hang on, he's being difficult. Give me a second. I'm gonna go reboot him real quick. So you're gonna hear the music like start and stop back up again. The food stash is actually looking pretty good. Granted, I don't have any protein in my food stash. I'll let you guys pick my next challenge if you guys give me a good challenge. If I say chat decides my fishing challenge for the week, everybody's just gonna say it's fish on Fent or something like that. I know you guys. I know the kind of degenerates that watch my stream. It's gonna be like, how many illegal fish can I catch before ODFW pulls my license? Hey Jarvis, how dangerous are the ticks in Oregon?
Let me check.
There he goes.
While ticks in Oregon can carry diseases like Lyme disease, infection rates are very low with only about 40 to 50 cases reported statewide each year. You're most likely to encounter them in brushy or wooded areas during the spring and early summer, so it's always a good idea to do a quick tick check.
Joel, that's not allowed in Oregon. Fun facts with Michael. There's only a small number of baits that are allowed because people would just go like catch fucking butterflies. They'll go find some monarch butterfly or something and be like, oh, match the hatch, and throw it in the water. And the problem is it works. So ODFW had to be like, no, that's not allowed. Ah, come on. We're just tying a knot now. Ooh, almost hit the tree there. If I hit that tree on the other side, the lure's gone forever. I was fishing here with my friend the other day and just got this giant brown right here, right in front of him. It's kind of funny. And we'll do one more cast here. This is just a super high snag area, so I really shouldn't be doing this. It's like I'm threading a needle between two trees and two big rocks. That was a rock chat, not a fish. I mean, it was a rockfish. What did Brooke try to tell me? I remember I did a series where it was like crayfishing with the top comment for bait. And for like 30 episodes, one of the top comments would be Fent. Like just relentlessly. Try Fent. You should try Fent. Fent would be good. And unfortunately, there is no like cheat way to like cheese it. It wasn't like, if somebody said try fishing with ice, I'd just put ice cubes in. I swear though, that series probably took a year off my life with how much it stressed me out. Because it is surprisingly hard to source an obscure ass bait in just 24 hours and like edit a video for the next day. Because people would say, to be fair though, placenta would be very nutritious. It's just like, I've been around the internet long enough to know what a bad idea is. And a bad idea is anything you give your viewers agency over. You never hand your viewers a blank check, because they'll just keep writing zeros. How much do you think a placenta Hey Jarvis, how much does a placenta cost? I forgot, I have infinite knowledge at my fingertips, chat. And we can use him for evil. Oh, it's gonna go right over a rock. On over this thing, there we go.
Let me look
Oh, he's looking it up. Absolute god gamer.
In the United States, it is illegal to sell a placenta because it is legally classified as an organ. However, you can pay for processing services like encapsulation, which typically costs between $150 and $350 in Oregon. While some medical valuations for research purposes are high, parents cannot LE.
Florida just has swamp puppies, you're good. As long as you don't bring your dog and you don't pass out in the water, you'll be fine. Oh, you fucker. Dude, there's one following it the whole way. I'm also jealous of your guys' chicken of the trees. Dude, if there was a free meat source in Oregon with no bag limit and you were killing an invasive species in the process, that would be so gangster. Dude, I would be eating iguana every day. I'd like find an iguana on the way home and we would just be nom-nomming on those fuckers. Hey Jarvis, is there a bag limit for iguanas in Florida?
Let me look that up.
Ah,
There is no bag limit for green iguanas in Florida because they are an invasive species. You can humanely kill them year-round on private property with landowner permission and on 32 designated public lands without a permit. Just remember that
there we go.
all removals must
Oh,
comply
you
with
fucker.
state anti-cruelty laws.
I got chat. We can still get him. Chat, does that count as a fish? I'm tempted to say no. That was also the smallest magooble in planet history. Like to eat swamp puppies? Do they taste good? Ah, shit. Tried to pop it up over this thing. Come on. Ow. I tried to dodge it and then remembered I'm standing on a rock with like $800 of camera equipment behind me. And I realized, you know what? Stitches are cheaper. Stitches are like 15 bucks. Oh, but I'm like turbo snagged right now on myself. You know, I think that's an omen, chat. I think we're done here. I think we catch the world's smallest fish. We end the day with a 30-cent win. So there's no regs against unprotected insects. The catch is almost every insect is protected in Oregon. It's like birds. All birds except for 3 in Oregon are protected. There's your fun fact of the day. All birds except for Eurasian collared doves, starlings, and one other bird that I can't remember is protected. Me and my dad once thought we were Brooke's dad, we thought we were hunting starlings. So we were like just shooting into the flock and turned out to be cowbirds. And we're like, oh, we can't take any of these home. That's a bummer. Because they look so similar when they're swarming. A magooble, by the way, chat, is anything that me and Brooke don't know the word for. We have a bunch of fake words because we're both on the spectrum of some kind. So we'll just be talking about something. Magooble basically means use the context clues to understand what I'm talking about, because I have no idea what the fuck the word is. bullfrog catching stream. That actually isn't the worst idea. Let me go text Brooke and see if she wants to do it. Yum. I'm trying to see what Brooke thinks about the bullfrog catching stream. I think that that would be like a really fun idea for her. And bullfrogs are meat. They're like a really good source of protein. Yeah. Hey, Jarvis, how much would you value a bullfrog for the stream?
Let me look that up.
Because that's a good call.
In Central Oregon, bullfrogs are an invasive species, so catching one is a big win for the local ecosystem. They can be harvested year-round without a license and are even edible if you're looking for a snack. Removing them helps protect our native turtles and frogs from being outcompeted.
Yes, but hey, Jarvis, if I were to value a bullfrog for a challenge where I have to earn money by harvesting wildlife, how much would you value that bullfrog at?
Let me look that up.
I think I'm going to go make him a dedicated command to look up values so I can pre-train the first layer and that he stops doing this shit.
Answer: in a wildlife harvesting challenge, a large bullfrog is typically valued between $5 and $10 based on the market price for its legs and specimen value.
Okay, that is absolutely not right. Hey, Jarvis, how much does bullfrog meat cost per pound? He's out of control, chat.
Let me look that up. Bullfrog meat, typically sold as frog legs, generally costs between $10 and $25 per pound. Prices vary depending on whether you buy them fresh from a specialty market or frozen in bulk online. In Central Oregon, you are most likely to find them at specialty seafood shops or through online retailers.
What do you guys think, chat? 10 or 15 bucks a pound for the legs? Hey, Jarvis, how do you harvest the legs from a bullfrog? Do you have to boil it first?
Let me look that up.
We're not
Need to
eating.
boil bullfrogs first. It is best to skin them while they are raw. Simply cut the skin around the waist and pull it down over the legs like a pair of pants before severing them from the body. After trimming the feet and rinsing the meat, the legs are ready to be cooked.
Actually sounds pretty fire. Hey, Jarvis, is there any way to legally get manatee meat?
Let me look that up.
Ooh, scary.
No, it is illegal to hunt, possess, or consume manatee meat in the United States. Manatees are protected under federal laws like the Marine Mammal Protection Act and the Endangered Species Act. There are no legal ways to obtain manatee meat for consumption.
I hear what you're saying, Joel, but that also means you get a lot less meat per frog. So that's why I'm looking it up per pound, because the large bullfrogs, you get a ton of meat off of them, versus the small ones, you need to harvest a lot more to get the same amount of meat. Whew. Where's my GoPro at, chat? Let's find out. Ooh. Brooke says no on the bullfrog stream. That's lame. Let's say, let me go checkster. I brought you, would you eat? We might not be able to do a bullfrog stream with Brooke. She seems somewhat opposed to this idea. But honestly, it might be just a good source of protein. Hey Jarvis, can you eat the small bullfrogs, or is it not worth the effort? Oop.
Let me look that up. Small bullfrogs are edible, but they are generally not worth the effort because there is very little meat on their legs. Since they are an invasive species in Oregon, you are encouraged to remove them regardless of size to help the local ecosystem. For a better meal, it is best to target the larger.
Hey Jarvis, do small bullheads, or fuck, never mind. God damn it. I have no idea what he's about to say.
I can't help with that.
Thanks. Hey Jarvis, can you use small bullfrogs for bait for trout?
Let me look that up. Answer: in Oregon, it is illegal to use live bullfrogs as bait, and they must be killed immediately upon capture since they are an invasive.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done fishing. I was gonna come up through this rim rock. Is there a very easy trail that goes to the top? Yes. Is it more fun to go through the rim rock? Also, yes. What's the best way to do this? Are you stable? Yep, you are. Ooh. Okay, there we go. We'll check everything's stable. And then this is where the marmot comes out of nowhere and attacks me. Don't you dare fall off the cliff. Oh my God, I would have been so mad. I might not have a super easy way up this last part. Easy peasy. Just gotta abuse the crack, chat. Ooh. Whew. There we go. Nice little climb. Nice and safe. I was trying to do that without like jamming the camera into the rocks, but here we are. Anyway, let's get back to the car. Remember, chat, cracks make everything safer. Cracks make the impossible possible. Is my video posted yet? Oh. We're doing a content check on my most recent video because of the potato cannon. I know I might have to re-edit it, but they'll complete it at some point, and then you'll get 2 videos in a day. I might also have to go re-edit the video because they say it doesn't meet content guidelines. And then we'll go from there. Now, knowing TikTok, they're going to say, oh yeah, go for it. And then later give me a content strike. Because that's just kind of how the app works. But hopefully everything is normal. Anyway, there's not much left I can add to this stream. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys at the same time tomorrow.